The question is, how can one bounce back from a setback or failure in a career? Kindly stay tuned as we discuss. PJ, you're welcome.
Thank you, Queen, for having me.
As the question implies, how can one bounce back from a setback in a
Yeah,
career?
it is very simple to say how do one bounce back.
Okay.
A greater percentage of people that fell never came back. So there is a need to be resilient in life. Even though we know that failure is not final, talk is cheap. It is simple for us to say yeah and say, how do one bounce back? That's because we've not told the journey they have gone through. Okay, so bouncing back from major setback may not be very, very easy. A lot of factors need to be in place. A lot of factors. So we need to take them on case basis. The nature of the fall. Is it mental? Is it marital? Is it finances? Is it their profession? So the kind of fall or setback will determine the kind of way to navigate them
Yes.
through bouncing back. But generally, bouncing back is not as easy as the books tell us. All right. It's not that easy. So the first thing we must do at that point, you need people. You need people because at the point of your fall, it is the persons that were around you before the fall that matter a great deal.
So please, can you cite example
Okay.
for our viewers to have a good
An idea.
knowledge, yes, an idea of what you're talking about?
Okay, for example, I'm going into a business and I just left a paid job and I want to go into a business, which is the ideal thing to do. And I invested all of my earnings. And suddenly, I didn't do a proper analysis of the business. And I crash land.
Okay.
So how do I bounce back? At that point, my money is gone, so I don't need money. What I need
It's an
are
idea.
people. No, not just idea.
Okay.
Ideas don't fly. I need people who have gone through the same journey.
Okay.
And so I can learn from their wealth of experience. That is because there is nothing you want to become that
Another
someone
person has not
else has not become.
Yeah.
And so the very key thing that we need at our lowest moment are the right people. If you meet a man that is sobbing from a fall, the two of you become bedfellows, money or situations together. But if you meet a man who has gone through that process and through the help of others was able to bounce back, he can also transmit the same hope. So the first thing I would propose is to having the right company
Okay.
at that point. Because our will in life are the people around us. If there's anything we're going to become, is the circle that we have. So if I am falling and I'm privileged to be in the right company, I'm going to be falling into right hands. If I had wrong companies or if when I start making money, I shut all my good people out of me because I felt I've arrived and I'm falling, I will fall into the wrong hands. And so the very key thing we need at that point are the gift of people. That's the first thing. So the ideas will be coming from the people who have had it or people that can recommend me to what I would need. So the key thing you need at the heat of any challenge
is good people.
Thank you. Good people.
Okay. What are some career challenges that will drain one's motivation?
Okay, now it has been reduced to career. All right. Now, career basically is draining. Achieving career success is a process. And because the process, it doesn't just happen overnight. Some persons don't attain career success till after 20 years. Take the law profession, for example. It is the way you age on the job that you gain your success. All right? Yeah. So it's a process. And because it's a process, what is draining is the process. It can be high today. It can be low tomorrow. So what keeps you going is the joy of the success that's ahead of you. So career success draining is the time it takes to be successful. The time it takes. So it is not just that you left school and you are wishing to be great. No, these things come with time. It comes with process. At times you make failures. At times you experience betrayal. You experience rejection. Those you trust will just drop you to the ground. All of these put together, they are the processes you need to go to become the success. And so why is it draining? It's going to be more draining where the hits you got from the quarter you least expected.
Okay.
So the draining is that it is a process, so it takes time. It's not automatic. It takes time. It takes money. It takes sacrifices. And of course, there's a betrayal part of it.
Oh, okay. And so what are some strategies for staying motivated when faced with a difficult boss in a career?
Permit me to quote a scripture from the Holy Bible.
Okay.
It was said of Jesus, for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. The cross was enough weight. But the joy or the beauty of the joy was even weightier than the weight of the cross. So for the joy of what is set ahead of him, he endured the cross. Anybody that is going to career success, what drives them is where they are going, not what they are going through. That's number one. Number two, if the joy of where you are going does not outweigh the pains you are going through, you will drop the pain. You ask yourself, what was the need? So it must be well defined. The first thing is the joy of where you are going. Number two, the joy of where you are going should be weighty enough to outweigh the pains. Again, another Bible says, for we know that this present suffering cannot be compared with the glory that shall be revealed. So every career has its glory time. Until you discover the glory in the career and that the glory outweighs the pain, you will give in the pain.
That means for choosing a career,
yes,
you have to choose a career that you actually love, something you like doing.
Okay.
Because some people, they choose career based on what they think they will get out of it, not actually what they love. Because if it's something you love, then that means when you're going through the process, that is when the pain, you won't be able to see because of the glory that is ahead you're expecting.
Yes.
And so because some people choose a career based on what they think they will get.
That's
and so through the process, in that pain, they'll be like, what's the stress? Why am I going through this? So I'm pinpointing based on that.
Queen, you are spot on.
Okay.
You are spot on. But unfortunately, this part of the world, we don't do what we love. We do what's available.
Okay.
So when what you're doing, you don't love it. When you don't love it, you can't pull through for too long.
For long, yes.
You know, everything has a gestation period. Everything has a period where you blow, where you make it. If you love what you do, before the period you express manifestation, you got to endure. Why? Because you love it. So that will take us back to our choice of career.
Okay.
Many people are into what they don't even like. But circumstances shape them into that. It becomes a problem. So people just throw in the towel. For example, a young guy just left school, read engineering, no job. He took to teaching. Because that's what is available. After a year, he started complaining. Teaching is this. They don't pay well. But when you see a born teacher, he or she doesn't consider the money or the fame that comes.
Just love teaching.
The impact on the children is enough. They do with joy.
Yes, very correct.
So when such a person is going through the heat of career, don't throw in the towel. All right. So what you just said was perfect. There is a need to enjoy this your career because every profession has heat.
Very true.
Every profession. There is no profession without its own downtime. So if you are faced with the downtime of that profession, you will run out because it's not something you are prepared for. You only see the glory. You see the glamour, but you don't know the process. So there is a process before the product.
Is it seeing now or expecting? It's expecting a glory.
Now, what I mean seeing. Let's say you're an accountant. Oh, he has 3 cars. He works at the bank.
Oh, seeing someone else's glory.
You just see the glory. Say, wow, accountant, they make money. I want to be an engineer. Can't you see them? You're only seeing it. But they don't open their mouth to tell you the process it took.
They were true.
So, and we should try to de-emphasize the product and emphasize the process.
process.
It has led many people astray.
Very true.
You see the glamour of the product and you fail to pay attention to the process that gave birth to that product.
How can one maintain a positive mindset when faced with a career challenge?
Back to what we just said, love what you are doing and remain focused. Everything you are doing has a gestation period. A woman is pregnant, 9 months, she delivers. Or 7 months medically, she has a baby. 7 months, okay? So you will not say, oh, I'm tired at 6 months. I want to take these things off. No, we have a period where it's going to deliver. Every profession has a time it pays. And so we need to get this proper education before you even can start a career. So staying focused starts with you understanding what it takes and love what you are doing. I've said it before. I have a family member, a young chap, very intelligent guy. He wants to be a computer scientist. And unfortunately, the dad said, no, he must be a lawyer or he must go study law. Because he read law. He's doing well. He's doing very well, work with the state government. He's done very well for himself. And this is his only son. That he wanted his son to take over from him or take all his books and all that. And the young man came to me and said, Uncle, please help me. They are forcing me to go and do what I don't want to do. I have flair for this. I love this. I spoke with my aunt, who happens to be his mom, and it was a family decision. I could see pain in his eyes. While speaking with the parents, they didn't budge. I could see frustration. Last time I met is, I think it's 400 level. And I asked him, how are you doing? He said, I'm there, I'm just pushing. But you know what? My heart is still with computers. Now, he will do well because an intelligent chap in law, but fulfillment is going to be doing what he loves doing. So if he faces any challenge tomorrow as a barrister, he may throw in the toilet. Because his mind wasn't set for it. So every career has their own challenges. But the love for the career and the passion with which you are starting it, you're going to scale us through.
Okay, now how can one celebrate small wins and stay motivated along the way?
Yes, you need to encourage yourself whenever you see one of these achievements, okay? But again, there's a mentality of a winner that every victory is a stepping stone for further victories. Because life has unguarded hour. Your guarded hour are those periods you just won. Don't sleep at that point. Most persons have truncated their journey by just what you call small wins.
Small wins.
Yeah, they are good. They should motivate us. But at times, you get carried away in the euphoria of the success. And when men start hailing you for those small things, you think you are there. So see every success as a stepping stone to greater success. So every win should be a motivation to where you are going. Until you are there, you are not there. So win can be distraction.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. So win can be distraction. David defeated Goliath. That was a distraction.
On the part of Goliath.
The two of them. On David. The women start singing David's praise. Hey, fine David. You have destroyed 10,000. And David 1,000. David would have said for that. But he pretended not to hear. There are times the applaud of men discarded. Some of those applaud you see from people is a distraction. If you're an athlete, you are running over 100 meters or whatever, and you're on the front line, and in the stadium, people are calling your name, Queen, Queen, Queen. What do? You don't stop and start responding.
You continue.
The moment you stop to respond, you're taking.
It's true.
So small wins and applaud from men, ignore them. If you enjoy men applauding, you are going nowhere. Until you are on the finish line, you have not finished. So small wins are good, but they could be distractions too.
But is there any point at which somebody can get to and say, okay, I have actually won?
It depends on your definition of success, and what you want to achieve. For some persons, when they are privileged to build a house, buy You get married, have a portable car, have two to three children. That's what they want in life. They are fine. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it depends on your definition of what success is.
Thank you so much for joining us on this program,
Thank
dear
you.
viewers. With a positive mind, you can overcome career challenges and you'll see you will achieve great success and fulfillment in your career. Thank you once more for always joining us in this episode and try as much as you can to help us like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you once again and bye.
Bye-bye. Shalom, greeting in Jesus' precious name.
Amen.